Most people don't have a discipline problem. They have a decision problem. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Your life right now is not a result of your talent, your habits, or your motivation. It's the result of your decision patterns. And if you fix how you decide, everything changes. My name is James, aka Smokey the Product, and today I'm going to show you why people make terrible decisions and the simple framework high performers use instead. Here's something that sounds wrong at first. Hard work is overrated. Not because effort doesn't matter, but effort applied to a bad decision just gets you stuck faster. You can work extremely hard in the wrong direction. You can grind for years and still lose. Success is not about effort first. It's about direction. Here's another uncomfortable truth. Your habits are not your biggest drivers of success. Everybody talks about morning routines and productivity hacks, but one single decision can outperform 10 years of good habits. Who you marry, where you work, what skills you learn, who you listen to. Those decisions shape everything. Remember, habits maintain a life. Decisions create the life. Here's a third uncomfortable truth. Smart people often make worse decisions than average people because intelligence creates overthinking. Emotion disguises itself as logic. Ego blocks feedback. Decision quality is not about IQ. It's about systems. All right, here's my take. If you improve your decision process, you can change your life faster than improving your discipline, improving your motivation, and improving your skills. Because better decisions automatically create better environments, better opportunities, and better outcomes. Early in my career, I thought success meant working harder than everybody else. I had this initial framework of saying yes to everything. And when you're early in your career, saying yes to damn near everything is something that you can leverage because you lack experience. So, as you're trying to learn how systems work and how to perform your new job and things of that nature, saying yes to everything, you're kind of betting on yourself that you're going to go and figure it out. And when you don't have experience, that's fine. Go ahead and build your experience. But once you get to it, there's a certain plateau that you'll hit. And what you'll start to see is that saying yes to everything becomes very counterproductive. You'll know what I mean. You'll start doing things like longer hours. You start putting in more effort. You're doing more grinding, but you're not getting paid anymore. You're not necessarily moving up this corporate ladder anymore. You're not necessarily being more productive anymore. You just become very familiar. You just become very familiar with your typical workflow. You're not necessarily growing. And I keep seeing people who worked less and they moved faster. They weren't smarter. They weren't more disciplined. They just made better decisions. They chose better projects, better opportunity, better environments. And that's when I realized something. Effort multiplies decisions. If the decision is bad, the effort hurts you. If the decision is good, effort accelerates you. That realization changed everything for me. So here's the real problem. Most people make decisions emotionally and then justify them logically. Choose comfort over outcome. They pick speed over clarity. They pick familiarity over opportunity. And they repeat this cycle for years. The result? Stress, regret, stagnation. Not because they lack ability, but because they lack a good decision frame. Here's a simple decision framework that you can use immediately. This framework has many names, but we're just going to call it an outcome filter for this video. Before any major decision, ask these 3 questions. The first question is, what's the upside? And inside of this question, what the upside is, you want to ask yourself questions like, what does success actually look like? You want to be very specific here. Is it money? Is it growth? Is it network? Is it experience? Is it opportunity? If you can't decide the upside, don't decide yet. 2, what's the downside? The questions that you want to ask for the downside are things like, what's the real cost if this fails? Is it time, money, energy, reputation, all 4? Most fears are exaggerated. Most downsides are manageable. Having that clarity removes all that anxiety. And the third question, does the upside massively outweigh the downside? Here's an easy way to think about it. If the upside is huge and the downside is small, then move on the decision. If the downside is huge and the upside is unclear, just wait. Pretty simple, right? This removes any emotion from decisions. They're chasing outcomes, ideally asymmetric outcomes. The difference between reacting to life and designing it. Calculated risk. All right. If none of that makes sense, I just want you to take away this. Your life is not controlled by your effort. It's controlled by your decisions. Most people stay stuck because they never upgrade how they decide. Start using a simple decision framework. Think in outcomes. Remove the emotion and watch how fast everything changes. I'm James, aka Smoking the Product, and I'll see you in the next one.